So long, Walt.
So long, Bob. Take care. I don't suppose it'd be right to say I'll be seeing you. Good luck.
What are you yelling like that for, Bert? You been snake bit or something?
Bob Carey's out of prison. He's heading this way. I saw him.
You sure it was Carey?
I'm sure.
Ringo!
What?
Carey's sure to come this way. You've been looking for Mary. You can be sure of that.
Suppose he does. So what, huh?
We might be able to get him along the trail somewhere. How about it, Ringo?
Who are you trying to get?
Bob Carey. He was let out of jail.
What do you know? So Bob Carey's out of jail. 5 years. They go by like that.
He's going to the fort. You know me and Bert can't be seen around there.
So you two can't go, but I can.
Just remember, Ringo, if there's one man can handle a 6-gun better than you, that'd be Bob Carey.
Maybe, maybe not.
Are you positive, Doctor, this is a question of Mary's life? I'll try once more to explain it to you, Clifford. Your wife has a brain tumor that eventually will kill her. I'm sorry. I would have given anything not to have been forced to bring you this news, but I can't lie to you. You love her very much, I know.
It isn't possible. It isn't possible not to marry.
If only we're a little bit closer to some kind of civilization.
Is there hope, then?
At least with a good surgeon, she might have a chance with an operation.
Good luck, Mary.
Here to my new baby.
Howdy, Mary.
Hi, Ringo.
Dance with me?
I'm sorry, Ringo. I'm waiting for my husband. We have to leave pretty soon.
Well, another time. But I also wanted to ask you about a certain person.
All right.
Could I see you alone?
Yes. Please excuse me.
Of course. We were going anyway.
Bye,
Congratulations. Goodbye, Mary.
Thanks, girls. Goodbye.
How come they congratulated you? They heard he was coming, too?
Who is?
You mean to tell me in all these years he's never written one word?
What are you talking about, Ringo?
Bob Carey's just been released. I want to see him, and I figure sooner or later he'll show up here. Only I thought you knew about it already.
Pretty good punch.
That makes another 5 you lost. Are we still betting?
All right, only it's my turn
First
now.
one of the morning.
What's going on here?
Nothing, Lieutenant. We were just trying to settle a bet, that is all.
What are you betting on?
Each of us can punch the hardest, Lieutenant. Dan and me wouldn't really fight, though we're pals, right?
That's right, Lieutenant. Tomasa here's the best friend I got. Another one?
Sure.
That one evens up the score for the last one.
You're right. I think we're also even with the money. My turn, and to show you I'm your pal, I won't even charge you for that one. Hey, boys, look who's calling. Am I crazy or is that Bob Gary?
Hi.
Hey, Bob! Good to have you back.
Good to be back. Thanks. How you been, you old horse? I bet you thought I was dead.
I was going to bet on that, but then I figured you'd come back and make me loose just on account of cussedness.
All right, now you got me.
Just wait a second, Dan. Hey, partner, what do you say? Since you went in the calaboose, we haven't had a decent game of poker around here.
I might play later, but I'm looking for somebody now.
Wearing a skirt?
She is.
We'll wait.
How are you, Mary?
I just this minute discovered you'd been released. I'm so glad. But you'd better be careful, Bob. Ringo's here. He means trouble.
I know that. Don't you worry about it.
I am worried. I know Ringo. I don't want to see it happen again.
I didn't come back for that. I only want to talk to you.
Only please. Please don't start bringing up our past again, Bob.
Why, Mary?
You see, things are different now.
Then I guess what I really have to say is so long. Is that it?
Yes. But I was hoping you'd understand at least and not bear me any grudge.
There's nothing to understand, Mary. Are you happy? Do you love him?
Yes.
That's the only important thing, then. I'll say goodbye now, I reckon, and meet the boys up at the saloon.
No, don't go there. Ringo's there. He might kill you. I don't want to be responsible for another murder. Even though you don't think so, I suffered my share also for what happened.
I'm sure you did, Mary, and I sure do understand and wish you every happiness. So long now. Wish things had been different.
Mary? Mary, come dance with the best stepper in the whole tent. Boy, 2 beers.
Here you
Mary,
are.
what is it?
Nothing, really. Did the doctor tell you anything?
No, only the same thing that he said before.
I guess it's silly to bother the doctor because of a little bit of nausea. Actually, for someone in my condition, it's pretty common, I suppose. To know I'm going to have this child makes me the happiest woman in the whole world.
Hello, Bob. Hello, Ringo. Well, I see where you finished part of your sentence.
What?
Me and my brothers sort of feel that you was let off too easy by the court, so we kind of thought of our own sentence.
And what was your sentence?
We decided you ought to be killed.
So you don't think the prison sentence was enough punishment, huh?
No. So you're going to take your own justice.
That's about it, Bob. You went and killed my brother, even though you knew him since you was kids. Because you wanted to show off for some rotten little stuck-up...
Ringo, watch what you say. I killed your brother, and I've regretted it ever since. But he was the one who started it.
And now I reckon I'll have to finish it.
Quit it, I'm warning you, Ringo.
So the great Bob Carey's too yellow to fight.
Don't be a fool, Ringo. Don't make me kill you, too.
What is it?
I thought I heard a couple of shots.
Some of the boys celebrating a bit, I guess.
They're coming! Indians!
I guess you think that's a pretty good joke. The trouble is, nobody else thinks so. I'm warning you, Rogers, don't do it again.
Well, Lieutenant, I didn't mean no harm by it.
What's the matter with you? At your age, you ought to have better sense.
What'd I do, Sonny? For scaring you? Ain't it a pity? Just saying that one word Injun's making all them dudes spook like that.
That's enough, Rogers. You nearly started a panic, you old fool.
How long till I can use them again?
Pretty hard to tell. It all depends on how you take care of them, Ringo.
I'll do what you say.
For the time being, just visit me regularly so I can examine the wounds and put on clean dressings. But most important of all, your hands must be kept as still as possible.
I'll do anything just so they get better, Doctor. I'm not ready to be dealt out of this game yet.
The trip's terribly long, though, and I imagine it could be
It
dangerous.
isn't really. It'll be difficult, but worth it. Just think our child will be born in a real town, not a fort.
When do we leave?
Right away. The trip's long, and we have to get there before... before it starts getting too hard for you to travel.
Don't say I didn't warn you, Ringo. I told you nobody could outdraw...
That's enough of that. We gotta make plans right now.
Ringo's right, Bert. This is no time for whining. We gotta figure this whole thing out real careful so we can keep track of Bob Carey.
He might be lighting out any minute now. He's spoken to Mary. That was the only reason he was here.
We'll keep an eye on the fort and on him. As soon as he leaves, we'll bushwhack him. Real pretty-like. They'll never even find his bones.
And we'll bring you along with us, Ringo, even if you can't do nothing. Just so you can watch the fun.
Of course, I've always had an eye on your place, Clifford. But I sure hate to be getting it for this reason. Don't mention it yet, though. At least not till we leave. Mary might hear. No, I won't, of course. Poor Mary. Thanks, Harvey. Goodbye.
Right face. Dismount. Dismissed.
What is it, Lieutenant?
Indian trouble, sir. Group just attacked the stage station.
But there haven't been any coaches running all this month.
That's right, sir. They weren't running, sir. This one was at the station. And with just pure luck, our patrol came by when it did. We were able to cover them while they hitched up and got out of there.
Didn't you attack?
No, sir. That would have been contrary to my orders. You see, we're still obliged to avoid any offensive action. Good afternoon, Mr. Clifford.
Will you take us, Rogers?
No, siree.
You're the only one who really knows that territory. There isn't anyone else who could get us there.
Hey, come tote these bags here. This trip that you want to take just ain't possible. You'd have to go the long way around because of the Indians. Take
Rogers,
forever.
isn't there any way at all I can convince you? I need your help. There just isn't anybody else.
I figure you must have gone loco. All at once you sell everything you own, make this crazy trip so the child Mary's expecting can be born and raised in a peaceful place. Huh? You make me laugh. My friend, look at me. I'm old. It's been a long time since I made any trips like that.
Yes, of course. I won't insist.
Now, look here. What are you going to do?
I'll try it on my own.
I'll speak to Mary. She'll be able to talk you out of this.
You won't say a word to her.
What's the matter with you?
I'm sorry, Rogers. I was nervous. I shouldn't have spoken like that.
Oh, I didn't pay that no heed. I can see you upset. That's what it means. Something's wrong, ain't it?
Mary must have an operation urgently, or she'll die. There's only a small possibility of saving her, but I've got to try.
Who told you this?
Dr. Perrin.
Does she know this?
No. He told her that the pain was part of her pregnancy. Don't tell anyone else what I said.
We'll need some real good men with us for this trip.
I knew I could depend on you. You'd help me once you knew. Thanks, Rogers. I'll leave everything in your hands. You find the men. Pay them whatever they ask.
No one in his right mind would go. I do know one fellow might. Brothers around here do anything for money, but I'd rather not use them. I'm afraid we ain't got no choice.
Do anything you can. I want to leave tomorrow morning.
I can't guarantee nothing, but I'll do my darnest.
I'm obliged to you. You know what this means to me.
Young fella, you seen anything that lazy Mexican, Tomaso?
He's back there, sleeping off last night's drunk.
Hey, you. Wake up. Wake up, you animal. Now. Well, I suppose we'll have to play poker without him. He's sleeping, Tomaso. Let him sleep. Are we going to play poker? Forget about poker. Listen to me for a minute. I got a job for you. Chance to make lots of dinero.
Yeah, what is it?
To guide a couple of folks across the desert to Laredo.
Just the three of us?
Well, find a couple others.
Count me in. I bet you me and you is not going to come back alive.
That's what I'm thinking.
Mary, I took care of everything. I hope we can leave tomorrow.
Has it been painful to have to sell everything?
No.
I'm married to a saint. You've been wonderful.
Stop that.
Simply wonderful.
Don't exaggerate. I also was considering myself when I made my decision.
I should never have complained about living way out here. I'm sorry, Clifford.
Please, Mary.
I once did a lot of complaining about it. I complained continually that I thought I was a prisoner out here, that I was young, had no luxuries. I thought I should have all the fine things other women had.
You're right. And soon you will have all those things.
I even called you an old man. Aren't you angry?
How could I be angry? I love you, don't you know it yet? Come on, pack your things. There's little time.
I tell you, I got it all figured. The minute that we come to some dangerous spot, we just take their money without hurting them and then tell them that they better turn around.
You know, Tomaso, you're a mean skunk.
Huh? Why you say I'm a mean skunk?
What else did you call it?
Me, that's what I call doing business.
All right. But I'm not interested anyhow.
Too bad. What's your plans?
I'm leaving tomorrow morning early. How about a drink?
No luck with the girl, huh?
Have one on me.
Thanks.
There you are, all paid. What's the name of the man who hired you?
I don't know. Rogers never told me his name.
So long.
So long, amigo.
When you're finished, I want to ask you something.
When I finish. Now ask me.
Let me buy the next round.
Not unless we gamble for it.
All right, if you like. How about it, boys? What shall we bet on? On who's the best shot?
That is not a bet, it's a challenge, and I do not accept it.
Let's try something else then. I bet you can't guess who or what I am or what I want to ask you.
Don't seem likely whatever name you use to be your own.
Pretty good for a start. Go ahead.
I can tell how you make your living from looking at your hands and the way you wear your gun. You must be a gunfighter and a gambler, just as I am, senor.
Very good, amigo. Now let's see how you do on the third part.
I would say that you heard the proposition that I was talking about over there with my friend Bob. And I think maybe you and your friends over there want in on it.
You're absolutely right. What do you say, boys? Amazing, ain't it? Well, then, are we in?
I bet, Rogers, that we would wind up getting jailbirds for this. If you are willing to come along, you're welcome. We leave tomorrow morning. And now maybe we kill a couple of bottles while we talk business.
Here's last one, Mr. Clifford.
Thank you.
Oh, good. Here they come now. These are the men who are coming with us, Clifford. Tommaso, Dan, Jess, Tom, and Donald.
Howdy, glad to have you with us. Might as well go saddle up. Everything's all set here. We'll be leaving right away. Oh, I'll take care of that. You make sure everything else is ready.
Right.
Oh, stay there, dear. I'll take care of it.
But why? Why can't I help you?
Because you got to take better care of yourself now.
Yes, but I don't think tying up a couple of bundles is going to hurt me. Cliff, you know something?
What?
I realize how much it hurt you to leave our home.
Well, I did have some regrets, I admit. But now I'm glad we decided as we did.
Yes, but you act as if we were going to a funeral.
I was thinking about this trip, Mary. Wondering if it was going to be too much for you.
You seem to forget that I was born in a covered wagon.
Just a moment. Have you seen that scamp, Lin Chu?
Maybe he went back to China.
I'll send his hide back to China, giving us coyote for veal.
You all set, Clifford? We're ready to roll up here.
Let's go there.
Ha! Ha!
Those fellows are planning to double-cross us.
Well, I reckon we'll just have to beat them to it. You can come out now, Lin Chu.
How you know I was hiding there, Mr. Rogers?
I still got my nose, ain't I? You know what you're getting into with us?
Lin Chu very happy. Know what he get out of in fort. Big fat wife. Very angry mess sergeant in kitchen.
No wonder he's angry, feeding him coyote.
Oh, coyote like dog. Very good. Honorable mother fix to fix in China. There, puppy dog, very much eaten. You savvy? You see, coyote I make like mama teach Lin Chu. Very delicious. Very.
I reckon Clifford will be glad to have you along, Lin Chu, but you'll have to forget your mother when it comes to cooking.
Okay.
I think I'll go to sleep now.
Well, that's a good idea. You must be worn out.
Good night.
Night.
I bet you we have trouble with him over the woman.
Should I beat him up?
No, not yet.
I want to compliment you, Lin Chu. The dinner was delicious.
Thank you, Missy. Thank you.
You sure it was rabbit?
Oh, yes. Swear by honorable mother.
I suppose you've all seen those Indian smoke signals.
Naturally. We're smack on the edge of their territory.
You think we'd be able to get across instead of going around?
I wouldn't recommend it.
It'll take much longer to go around, though, won't it?
About 2 weeks.
We all knew coming along on this trip would mean sticking our necks out. But trying to make it across that Indian territory would be a fancy way to commit suicide. And that don't interest me any. I warn you, Clifford. We ain't going along with you.
No, I couldn't expect it. We'll go round. We'll make forced marches to make up some of the time we lose. Well, good night.
I got a hankering for that woman. When we leave, I'll have to see if I can't talk her into coming with us.
Don't forget what we come for, Jess. It's the money what we're after.
Don't worry, I ain't forgetting. I don't like the way that Mexican and his friend keep giving us the eye.
Maybe they got it figured that we're going to cut them out.
It might be smarter not to.
We could take care of them later.
Wait and see. Yep, that's the best thing.
Look out! Bert!
Drop it, Ringo. Don't force me to kill you. Drop it. I don't have to kill you, Bob. I'm just gonna watch you while you bleed to death. I've strength enough to pull my trigger yet. Stay where you are. Come any closer, you get it. Then you better shoot me right now. Because if you don't, so help me, I'm gonna kill you.
What do you think, Rogers? Those shots sounded mighty close. And on this narrow trail, it'd be impossible to avoid whoever's doing that shooting. They must be right dead ahead of us.
There's no room to turn around.
Why don't Dan and me go up ahead there? We shoot twice means it's okay.
I suppose it ain't.
We don't shoot. It's simple.
I think that's the best solution.
Right. Good luck,
Gracias,
Master.
senor.
Let's get back the wagon, Linchu.
There is old proverb in my country.
Huh? What's that?
It say never look out of window that moves.
Well, that don't make sense at all.
You think now's a good time for it, Jess?
But we don't know where he's got it hit.
We could find out in a couple of minutes.
Ain't so sure. This Clifford ain't a man to give up anything that easy.
And they'll be giving the signal soon anyhow. Them shots is pretty close.
So we just do nothing.
Not exactly. We can figure out where the money is at.
They're on the wagon. Where else?
We could pull it off without a hitch. That Mexican and his partner join up with us on the deal.
I for letting them in. It'll cut down the risk. I like the odds on my side when I'm sticking my neck out.
I'll speak to Tomaso. We'll figure out some way later to get rid of the Mexican.
Let's get moving. How do you feel?
Perfectly fine, Clifford. For a moment, it looked like we'd have to turn around, didn't it?
We're going ahead.
Don't think you fooled me, though.
What?
I mean, I know how hard it was for you to give up your land. You only did it for me.
I was thinking of myself, too, and our child. Rogers, are you sleeping?
I'm ready. No point in rushing. We can't make time in this trail nohow. Ho! Ho!
What happened?
I don't know. This fellow won't talk, but I bet he was with those two who Dragos, my friend here.
Is he dead, Tomaso?
Not yet, no. I think pretty soon, maybe.
Did you do it, Ringo?
I've seen men die of smaller wounds than this one.
If the man can't survive, let's not waste any more time.
I didn't say the man couldn't live.
Well, what should we do then?
Leave him here. In a couple of hours, he'll be dead anyhow.
Just leave man here. It'd be downright murder.
You can't simply leave him here. We've got to try to help him.
You expect all of us to wait? Until his wound heals?
Senor Clifford, I beg you just one thing. Bob goes with us or the trip comes to an end.
Don't you use that tone.
No, please, Cliff.
That tone's the only one he knows.
Everybody seems to agree to it, Clifford. We ought to take him with us.
He's good as dead now. As far as I'm concerned, we should leave him here.
You don't mean that.
I got plenty room here in wagon, Mr. Clifford. Right, Mr. Rogers? Be all right, you see. I make good bed, fix nice medicine to cure. I good nurse, you see.
All right, get him in the wagon. But let's get moving right away.
But shouldn't we bury those two men?
Mm-hmm. Who are they?
My two brothers.
How did it happen?
You really want to know?
Uh-huh.
They were after Bob, and he got them, both.
Well, bury him. Dan, give him a hand.
Right.
What are your plans?
I'm not much use, but I'd like to come along with you if I can. I'd like to be there when Carrie dies, for one thing.
I won't take if you intend to make trouble.
I won't start any trouble. You don't have to worry any. I was wounded, too, you know. It'll be a long time till my hands heal.
Very well. You can come with us, but the first time you pull anything funny, you'll have to go.
Anything the matter?
I'm thinking about those two men, Ringo and the other one. We'll have trouble, I'm sure.
Ringo will try to kill Bob if he gets the opportunity. He hates him so.
How long have you known them?
Oh, we've known each other since we were children. We grew up together in the same village. Bob and I were once... We were engaged to each other.
And he's the one who killed a man defending you. I thought he was in prison.
He's just been released.
Why didn't you tell me?
I don't know, dear. But I guess it just didn't seem important enough to mention. Are you angry?
You loved him?
Yes.
Do you still?
No. Only you.
I will bet you that Bob was looking for us when those three fellas shoot him back there.
He said he weren't interested.
So he changed his mind, I think, no? Huh? When he remember all the money Clifford has got?
But when are we going after it?
There is plenty time for that after Bob gets well. Then we do with him like we say at the fort.
And with my rotten luck, I bet he gets better. So we have to share it with him.
Want a drink?
Why not?
Help yourself. It's almost full. It'll be a long, mean trip.
Then why we stop in here when they pay us money to move?
There's an easier way to get money.
Now, I bet you he's going to say we should steal money from Clifford.
I think you're right.
Think it over for a while if you want. But you got to decide, because if you ain't with me, then you're against me. And I want your answer before we get into Indian territory. Do you play along with me, Tommaso? Or are you out of the game altogether?
Bob is getting better. He can ride pretty soon. I'll wait for him.
All right, but remember, I'll wait for Bob, but the woman belongs to me.
How's our patient doing?
Lintu #1, doctor. Make him all better. Huh. Me and Missy, both very good.
Rogers, Clifford wants you.
Right, I'm coming.
Clifford, we want to ask you something.
What is it?
Where's the money? Tell us, or you'll be real sorry.
Are you insane? What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing, sweetheart? You better go get your friend Tommaso. Now, I'm asking you, where's the money, Clifford? I said where.
No, I won't tell you.
I'll make you talk. Get in the wagon. All right, Dan. Keep an eye on that one over there. I don't trust him.
Please, do as he says.
Would you shoot an unarmed man?
If I'm forced to. Come on, Clifford. Tell us where it's at.
I won't.
Why don't you convince him?
No! No!
Those men are beating Mr. Clifford.
Oh, help me, lynch you.
Oh, no, you can't get up.
Help me, I said.
But, Mr. Bob.
Hand me the rifle.
All right, where's the money?
You know where the money is. You better tell us. And he'll stop.
I'll give you the money. I'll give it to you. Only make them stop. Please.
That's enough.
I never thought you'd do something like this, Dan.
Now you have what you wanted. Here.
But the best part's missing. But you're part of my share, honey. That was the deal.
Let her go.
Who you talking to?
You, and I'm telling you to leave the lady alone.
You like the lady for yourself. We can talk about it. But not here.
There's not going to be any talk at all.
You won't get away with this. We've got you outnumbered.
I might get killed, Jess, that's right. But before I am, I'll get you. That's for sure.
regret this.
Come on then, Jew.
Give me that money, Dan. From now on, my amigo Bob is the boss.
Tommaso, whose side you on?
On yours, don't you see that?
Well, of course. What do you think?
Hey, Bob! Wait a minute. Where are you going? Here's some money.
Give it to Clifford.
Huh? To Clifford? I bet you no one understands what you do.
Do what I tell you. I'll explain it later.
Senor Clifford, here's some money.
Now, what are you doing that for?
It's all right. I explain later.
You know if you weren't my best friend, I'd be angry.
You ready, Rogers?
We can leave any time you say. Wonder what trouble's waiting for us out there.
What do we do about Jess?
Leave him here unarmed and on foot?
That would be a death sentence.
2 or 3 days' journey from here, there's a mining camp. At least there was. Let's hope it's still there, because we need new provisions, too.
You think he can reach there on foot?
I can't say I care that much. Too bad if he don't.
What are you going to do?
I think I'll be able to ride. I'm feeling a lot better now.
You better wait. Make sure you can.
I don't want to be a burden to you.
We certainly don't think that, Bob. Particularly now, after what you did for us. We're very grateful.
The way I look at it, I'm still a good deal more beholden to you for saving my life.
We'll take Jess's gun and horse and leave him here.
That's about as good a way as any to get rid of him, I guess.
Roger says there's a mining camp about 2 days from here. All right, Rogers.
Ringo, how come you stopped Tom from shooting me?
'Cause I want to kill you myself.
Haven't you tried that enough?
My hands will heal soon. I'm gonna try again.
You should let Tom kill me. Would have been a lot easier.
Who knows if my hands will ever heal right?
What would you do, Ringo?
That I'd spend the rest of my life worrying about getting a bullet in my back.
You know, I'll wind up getting tired of listening to your foolish talk, and then...
I'll give you a little advice, then. Do it now.
All set.
Was that necessary?
What else could we do?
Apaches.
We'd better wake the others.
Wait. There are only 2 there.
We'll have to bury all these unfortunate people.
take me away from here.
Mary, we need provisions and the horses need some rest. We'll spend the night here and leave first thing tomorrow morning.
You want something?
I'm afraid that the wound in my hand has become infected.
Oh, you seem to have fever.
Take off the bandage.
But it's dangerous.
You must, I see. If it is infected, we have to cauterize the wound. Put your knife on the fire.
You sure you want me to do this?
Go ahead. You be my surgeon.
We don't get any supplies, we'll be licked. Port Fillmore's about 4 days' ride from here. If we make it.
You think the Indians who attacked the camp are still around?
I hope not. Still, the safest plan for us is to head for the fort.
Well, we'll leave at dawn.
How do you feel?
Give me some water, please.
Yes.
When greedy pigs enter a garden, unfortunately spoil everything fit to eat, Lynch, you will have to find something else for dinner.
I bet he will poison us. Listen, this is the right moment to explain to me what I won't understand even after you have explained it.
What?
Why make me give back the dinero?
Yeah, why?
I'll explain it to you later.
I'll break him in two if he don't give us back Clifford's money.
No way.
Why?
There is the reason for it. The woman, you bet. Isn't he stupid with all the women he could get with those dollars? The man's an idiot.
Are we all right, Bob?
Of course.
I'll confess the fact I'm frightened. The silence frightens me. I have a feeling the Indians are just looking for the right moment.
It's all right. They're not around. I followed their tracks today, and I'm sure the Indians have left. Wait. This is the first moment I've had to speak to you alone.
Ringo's waiting for this.
Mary, I tried my best to put you out of my mind.
I'm aware of that.
I tried, but I didn't succeed.
It is over. Don't make things difficult.
Over is a word that has no meaning. Not to me.
I beg you.
Have things changed, Mary?
It's senseless. You must know me. I would never do anything of which I could be ashamed. I love and respect my husband.
It doesn't seem possible that you'd forget.
I haven't forgotten. I wept a lot when we parted. When I realized that you might have to kill again to survive. They were 3 long and terrible years, when every single moment I expected to hear of your death.
But now we're together again.
You must see it's impossible. Many things are separating us now.
Mary, what is it?
Nothing. Nothing. Leave me alone.
I love you, Mary.
I'm afraid.
Please, Mary. Please listen. I don't want to give you up. Promise you'll think it over.
You should be careful.
Wait a minute. I have to talk to you.
All right.
I know your story.
What story?
I know that Mary was the reason why you killed a man.
That's behind us.
I wish you'd try to remember that fact.
I don't know what you mean.
Forget my wife.
Am I to take that as a threat?
I don't approve of violence, but don't force the issue.
Don't try to bully me. It won't help a bit.
I'll never part with her.
I used to feel the same way about her. How strange. Anything more to say to me?
I don't think so. Well, good night.
Good night.
How is he?
His fever's very high.
The infection isn't checked, the man will lose his hand.
That would be terrible, poor man.
And I hope for everyone's sake he doesn't recover before we reach Laredo.
My hand. I'll do it faster next time. I have to reach the end.
What agony. I feel sorry for the poor boy. Even death is better than such pain.
What do we do now?
Let's try for the moment to reach the fort. Then we'll think it over. Once we get Clifford's money in our hands, it's just us, eh?
I'd better see Ringo.
All right.
We can leave whenever you want.
One moment.
Well, Mary.
Listen, young man. It's not right. Why don't you leave her alone?
How do you feel?
Not too bad.
You were running a high fever. You sure you'll be able to ride along with the other men?
Yeah.
Let's go, then. Look, I know your intentions and why you're following me. The way you solve your problems is your business. But I repeat, I don't want trouble while you're in this convoy.
I must do what I feel is right.
Don't force me to remind you how I've acted in your behalf. You understand what I'm saying?
I'll pay what's necessary.
I don't want that. Just to reach Laredo. I'll need you all to accomplish that.
That's a bargain.
All right, let's go. We're ready. What were you talking about last night?
Last night,
You and Bob. You had a pretty long conversation.
I wasn't feeling very well, and he helped me.
Was that all?
Why do you say such things? It's ridiculous of you to be jealous. Besides, I should ask the questions. You lied to me, I know.
What are you saying?
You know what I mean. The story of the baby to hide the real reason for this journey.
What are you talking about?
You must have heard Bob was free again. So you used the baby as an excuse for this trip, out of jealousy.
What are you talking about? That's complete nonsense.
Complete nonsense, is it? Why, you and the doctor planned to trick me. But you didn't realize what a great disillusionment it would be for me when I found out.
Mary, you're wrong.
Swear it. Swear to me it isn't true.
I won't be long.
You'll have to find a better place for these wagons. You're blocking the street.
Where should we put them?
See that officer there?
Rogers, come with me.
Get that wagon unloaded and out of there. Nothing can move with you there.
Excuse me.
Get the
May
next
I ask
wagon
a
out.
question, Lieutenant?
Go ahead and ask.
We're trying to get to Laredo as quickly as we can, and we'd like to know what the best trail would be through the Apache territory.
It would be suicide to attempt that trip now. Bring in the next.
Yes, but it's a matter of life or death to me, Lieutenant.
There's no way anybody can get through right now. You ought to wait it out with us at the fort. Till things simmer down a little bit anyway. We'd have a darn sight better chance if the Army give us an escort. Impossible. With an Indian rising like we have now, all our troops are needed right here. Nearly everyone in the area has come into the fort for protection. We understand. A couple of days ago, we come through a mining camp where nobody escaped the Indians. I'll speak to the major for you. But don't count on getting out of here until all this eases up a little. I'll let you know.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
We stay here, Senor Clifford. We then bargain to visit the Apaches.
We ain't aiming to lose our scalps just yet.
You can't leave now.
I bet you we can.
You know you're gonna lose that bet, don't you?
We come back for the money you owe us later. Come on, Don. Hey, Bob, come on.
I'll see you over there.
You heard, huh?
I sure did.
Maybe I can persuade the two of them into going on with us, though.
Sure hope you can, Bob. If those two leave, we'll really be short-handed.
Ringo, you ought to go to the infirmary. Let them look at your hand.
Old Chinese proverbs say, too many fishermen makes it empty. We should get our supplies before there's no more left, yes?
Yeah.
Now we play.
This hand's coming along very well. I think you'll regain the full use of it.
And the other?
Your right hand's in excellent shape. Just continue to be careful.
When you deal. Give me 3. Check. Full house. I got a full house, too, but mine's aces.
Imbecile. I couldn't tell what you were saying.
Hand me my rifle. Get down, go with the women.
Quick, close the gate! I bet you they kill you first.
$5, I come to your funeral.
Make it $10.
Okay. $20.
30.
Engines!
Bugler, sound recall! Someone gonna take it?
Oh, are you all right?
Yes. It's over for today, at least.
Do you think they'll attack tomorrow again? It was horrible.
They won't attack again. Almost half their men were killed.
Rogers.
Where's Mary?
She's resting over there. It's been terrible for her. Hard day for everybody else, too. Let's hope the Indians are through for a while, at least.
With those Apaches, you never know what they might do.
Yeah. Tomorrow we'll be able to leave.
You should let Mary get a few days' rest before we leave again. She seems mighty tuckered out.
Yes. I just hope and pray she's got the strength to go on. I don't know what I'd do if, after all we've gone
Don't
through...
start thinking like that. The worst part of the trip is over. Don't be discouraged now. One last push and we're there.
Yes, but we've lost so much time already.
Set your mind at ease, then. We'll leave tomorrow morning.
Thanks, Rogers. I want to speak to the others. You know where they are?
Up at the bar. Tommaso's been drinking since the fight. He was hit pretty hard by his friend's death.
You know my friend Dan?
Yes.
He was all right, you know, that fellow, only very stupid. He would bet all the time, but every time he bet, he would lose. He bet his life and he lost. I won. I always win. I bet you this here I lose one good amigo.
I know. I'm sorry, Tommaso.
Me too.
I've come to ask if you were going on with us.
When do you plan to leave?
Morning.
But that just don't make sense. Your wife needs a rest. It's been hard on the woman just coming this far.
That's my business. Are you going to come or aren't you? If it's a question of money, name your own price.
Don't speak to me that way, Clifford.
Sorry, I need you. There's still a long way to go. Whether or not you come, I'm leaving tomorrow morning. Good night.
Clifford. I hope everything goes well.
Thank you.
How you feel today, Mr. Clifford?
Pretty good, Linchu. Only this trip's been a nightmare. What on earth are you wearing?
Bad Indians all over. If Linchu die, he die Chinese. Mr. Rogers say 2-3 days, we're out of Apache country.
Yes, it seems hard to believe.
I tell you, if Linchu live through this, promise not to go on trip anymore. Not even to see honorable mother.
Come on, let's fill up these water barrels, you hear? Clifford? We're out of the Apache territory now. With these water barrels all filled, we'll be able to make it to the other side of the desert. From there, it's 2 days to Laredo.
I hope in Laredo you'll be able to forget the past.
But it's such a long trip still, and I haven't been feeling well. I know now I'm not expecting a child. But I still keep getting this nausea. I'm afraid there's something wrong with me.
You're just tired, like the rest of us.
Helen Shu, take it on your back. It's much lighter.
Mr. Rogers say share work not mean you talk, I carry.
Why they're shooting?
I don't know.
Mr. Clifford! Mr. Clifford! Hurry, Mr. Clifford! The water! They broke the barrels.
How could anybody do such a thing?
I don't know, Missy.
We still have the small barrels.
Will they be enough to cross the desert?
I don't know. Tell you the truth, I don't know.
Should we try?
It would take us as long to get back to the river. And here, at least, there are no Indians. But who could have destroyed those barrels?
I suppose you'll want to go ahead in spite of this.
Absolutely, but I can't force anyone to follow me.
Where else could we go now, anyhow?
What do you say, Bob?
I'll go. You can count me in too, Clifford.
Didn't you say make no difference what place he die?
All right, we'll pull out at dawn. Meanwhile, I'll keep watch in case the snipers return.
I think the desert will settle our feud for us, Ringo.
And you?
I had some already.
Oh, what heat. At this rate, it's going to take us more than a week to get to that well.
I would give all the money in the world to be there right now.
You hear that, Ringo? What did you give? Maybe you'd even be willing to forgive me. And speaking about that, how was it you ain't killed me? You had lots of opportunities when I was sleeping or when my back was turned.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to do it that way.
How, then?
I didn't think it'd be right to spare you all this thirst. But don't worry. It'll all be over very soon.
It was nothing. Just a signal.
What happened? One of the horses fell. He couldn't go any further. I had to kill him.
Unharness the others. We'll pack whatever we can. We'll have to leave the wagon here.
How is she?
She's sleeping.
How small everything becomes when you're facing death.
Don't worry, we'll come through all right.
Not myself I'm thinking of. For me, death means just a chance to get some rest. No, I'm thinking of her. Of Mary there. We're making this trip, this whole shebang, just to defend a corpse.
Corpse?
Yes, Bob, I think it's time you knew what you're being asked to die for. The doctor said Mary was going to die. Her husband's making this trip because an operation's the only chance to save her. The doctor in Laredo's the nearest one who could do it.
What are you saying?
You heard me all right. But we're here now, and I'm not about to say I regret it. At least I may die with my boots on instead of living to a useless ripe old age on handouts. And anyway, she deserves a chance.
Cheer up, Mary. Tomorrow there'll be plenty of water. We'll be at the well.
Clifford, please forgive me for the things I said to you. I know that everything you've done has been for my sake.
There's a little water left.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. But somehow I feel it's just prolonging the agony.
See if you can get him moving again. Pull! Get up! Come on, pull!
It's no use. We're stuck.
Cliff, it's all right. I know you did your best, my darling.
Water! Water, Clifford! The well! We're saved! Water! Look, the well, Clifford! We're saved! We're saved! Water! Water! Water!
Don't no one come any closer. Anyone who does ain't gonna live to regret it. Now you could face the death you was gonna wish on me. See how you like it.
Shoot him, Bob.
Why don't you shoot?
It'd be senseless. He's got a rifle and he's behind cover.
Yeah.
My gun had barely reached that far anyway. He'd be able to kill half of us before I got him.
But isn't there something that we can do?
Stay calm. Later, when it gets dark, we'll be able to do something.
Back to your wagon.
No, Rogers! Rogers! Come back!
Get back, Rogers. Get back, Rogers, or I'll kill you.
Our best chance would be to outflank him and surround the well. While we position ourselves, we can stay out of range.
Well, then we must get within range.
If we come in from opposite sides, though, then he's got to leave himself open somewhere. Look here. Here's the well. One of us will go around attacking from the rear, the other from the front.
I bet I don't have the strength to go all the way around.
I'll do it.
But we'd have to wait till daylight.
No other solution. Ain't no point to us arguing, is there?
Hey, Clifford! If you want your wife to live, let her come out here. Only her, though. How about it, Clifford? No answer?
Hold it! Don't shoot, I bring you the dinero.
Okay, nice and slow. I've got you covered, and I warn you, try anything and you're dead.
I give you all this money here for a little bit of water. Mucho dinero.
You can come in. Go on. But throw me the sack first.
But you killed me. But you're not so smart. One no good Mexican. One empty bag. Not much for such a good drink water. And besides that, I bet you...
Clifford, please, don't go.
Where are you going, Clifford? Give me that rifle.
This is my job, and I'm going to do it.
No.
I'm sorry. I did it for you, Mary.
I know, Bob. Thank you.
I've got to go, Mary. Ringo's had a chance to get in position. I'm sorry, Ringo. All your waiting was for nothing. Because Jess beat you to it, I'm afraid.
I'm about ready. Now that the horses have had water and a rest, they can pull the wagon out of here. Lin Chu, you take the rest of the horses and follow with Ringo. I'll meet you in Laredo.